Hello everybody, this is Sandy Wilhelmina. The sheep and I are here to show you some fun things that we've either found in my collection, which they call shameless, or that we just came across somewhere and it followed us home. They are amazing thrifters. These journals, I almost flipped over. They're from John Wittenberg of Middleton, Wisconsin. And they are, it says Alan Barsness Mailman. And this, I believe he was keeping track of farms that sold, so he would always know what his was worth. Alan Barsness Mailman. Stocks, bonds, snowblower. He kept his milk sold. Obviously had a farm. This is from 1958. It shows all his expenses, light bill, gas bill, gravel, 5 tons, all the stuff that he dealt with on his farm. And he kept really close track of other farms. But I'm not, maybe he was an assessor, tax assessor, or a surveyor, or I'm not sure, because he talks about other people's estates too. Here's 1971. So it's got some empty pages, but there is a lot of writing. IRS, 1970, paid $625. Spellman Monument. Stocks and bonds. Madison Bank Trust changed to United Bank and Trust. I love reading these. Fidelity Fund, Wisconsin Foundry, General Telephone and Electric. So I think when you see the later pages back further, it's because they used every piece of paper they had. That's what I've noticed in these anyway. Talking about birthdays, and I think this is a list of birthdays. Taped this up. The covers are amazing. They're linen, I think, linen E. And this is another, I believe, from the same farm. Some phone numbers. But this is different handwriting. And it says Lavana up here, 1960. So maybe his mom or a sister. House rent. So she was keeping track of properties. $1962. And it's 1971. And when you get out here, it talks about other things. And all of this is blank, awesome paper. It's got a light green shade to it. So you would have so much stuff. And when I didn't take these out, but I'm guessing that whoever did it was personal information. they did not want to leave in the book. Garden, Homer House, bought in 1944. So that is cool to see the same family bookkeeping the same, I believe, the same farm. This is a treasure, a hugely big treasure. It's leather, and it has been in someone's pocket and well used and loved. And I'm always amazed how things stay in, stay intact. For the most part, it is. And it is from 1879, and I believe he had a farm store. I never found a name, but I haven't looked through it really well. And it's, let's see, 11 something of butter, paid $2.20. Andrew Bishop Jr., more butter. And I also found, I think he had a creamery, because there's a lot of paying to farmers and for cream and milk, and so I think he was a Wisconsin cheese guy. Here's 1881. Dogs work with, I'm not sure, $1. Oats on somebody, BY, one day doing oats Sunday, $1. It's not much money for doing oats. July 1881, Nick Paulson, 2.5 days cutting posts for $2.50, and 1 day digging post holes for $1. Holy smokes. Can you imagine? Digging post holes is a fight. And back then they didn't have anything that made it easy. So there are a gazillion names in here, and it is his everyday expenses, what he paid to everyone. And like I said, I think he had a creamery or a cheese place or something, because it's all about milk and cheese and paying people. And so treasure. I'll probably be letting this go, just because someone should have this. And it goes all the way to the very last page, even on there. There probably would have been a pocket here for some stuff, but it's long gone. That's that. And then I thought I would show you, I got off track majorly with this next journal. It's blue, so you probably saw it in the pile of blue stuff. I loved the cover, and I wanted to be able to put a whole bunch of paper in it. So I'm just getting started with it. This was from a yearbook, and I just love the Gibson Girl style. I had some cardstock that I was hoarding. This was dyed by my friend Leah Brannon. These papers, well, this came from an old encyclopedia. And this is handwritten music from our conductor friend, musician. Decided to share his stuff too. The orchestra, Children joined hands, marching in a circle and singing. I've had this beautiful paper, and I was thinking about a long ago actress who kept things that were important to her. Famous American opera houses. Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. And I am nowhere near done with this, but I'm having fun with it. Ledger from 1888. More of Leah's paper. This is the flyleaf for a book page from a book, and it folds out. This came out of a German magazine, and I backed it on cardstock, and it's how to make, it's a pattern, as you can see. I made a pocket, and it has a playbill in it, or an advertisement. I think that was 1920. And then, who else would you have at the opera but two storks all dressed up fancy? And it has a pocket in the back. This is some old music composition paper. And a lot of these come out, so you could take them out and write on them, put them back, move the pages around. Fireworks in Paris. Lesson 1, Plate 3. This gal, I have a whole packet of her things that you might have seen, and I just thought it would be really awesome to share. And I think this is going to be the actress that I find out about. It's Ethel Jackson, who created the name part in Little Miss Nobody, from a photograph by Davis in Sanford, New York. And this was also in it's like a 1904 Encyclopedia of the Year kind of thing. Everything that happened in that year. This is one of the silent movie music sheets, cue sheet. The Lawyer's Journal from 1891 from London. I rarely put all kinds of cardstock in there, but I've been hoarding it. And this was the first page of this book. And some vintage trim that reminds me of, well, if you turn it this way, it reminds me of something fancy that might have been in a background curtain. And there's the back. I put ticking on the sides because they were a mess. I have plans. I have lots of plans for this book. I saved the inside of the binding of this book. They used all kinds of different things when they bound books. They used every bit of paper they had, and on the inside of the spines you can find some really nifty things. There's no date on this, but it's from Trinity, Colorado, newspaper, and something, I'm not sure. There's going to be a chunky cat that gets to go to the opera. And I have a lot of little things gathered up for this. I found 2 postcards that have play advertisements on the streets. Carol Lombard, Love Before Breakfast. And this one with the Silas Green show with the donkey in front. And they're postcards, but they haven't been used. It was a folio of photographs from, I know the artist. Oh, Walker Evans. He had a lot of photographs out there and about. So I'll be adding a lot of stuff. This is Fritzy Chef in 1923. Mrs. Pat Campbell, 1923. And I cut out I fussy cut some edging for a page. I have some German newspaper. I have Deb Ham's beautiful work here that will be a pocket somewhere, or a flip, or isn't she talented? I just love her stuff. And I have lots of little ads about it, about opera and music and just a lot of fun stuff. I got a page with sparkly butterflies. This is totally not in my wheelhouse, but I'm having fun with it anyway. Well, I have fun with all the journals, but just saying. I have some big papers. I hope you guys aren't all snoring. I wouldn't be surprised because let's just bring it all over here. Dipping into my stash finally. This is just onion skin paper. This is my template for punching holes. More roses. This is leftover paper from those pages. Handwritten music. A tag with a pretty girl on it. Singer, opera. She came from one of those opera. It's Juilliard Summer School of Music. More extra paper. Extra paper. German. And some paper to back things. This is another of our composer, his handwritten music. And I'm going to make it a flip out after I back it or repair it on something. So I'm going to use that. I fussy cut this out of the Penguin book. Oh wait, was it the Penguin book? Oh no, this is the cover off of an Etude magazine. So it's probably going to have to go in like that. And the guy's kind of weird, but so I mean eventually I might just do that. I probably will because the guy's weird. Then I have from 1895 from a London newspaper about different operas, a party, music. There's someone on stage from 1893. Some of these are Muncie magazine and I don't know, made a tag which needs some repair. And of course she would have wanted chocolate, right? Playbill lists. This is not in great shape, but I have to use it. It is old music. Let me see if the date's on here. This is the bottom half of that. Oh boy. MCMV11. Well, I know the last one is 8. I don't know. And just some odd lot things that I've set aside. I'm going to cut out a couple of these clocks for tuck spots. I love these flowers. So I'll probably be taking those. Oh, more clocks. And I might put this in here. I just thought it was hilarious. I bet she would have gone on a balloon ride, right? Our adventurous actress. And I have a lot more trim and fancy stuff that'll go in it. And I think, have you ever seen trim like this one? It is so cool. It's plasticky. I need to see if I can get some more because I've been using the heck out of it. It is kind of shiny, but look at that. You can see right through it. So you could take, well, I want to do something fancier with this lady in the front here. So I might do a flip that actually moves away, or some lace here, but these make such great belly bands and pockets, and they look all fancy and they don't overpower everything. I've never seen that before and I really like it. So I think I'm going to end this one here. I'm hoping that you've had a great weekend, whatever we are. I think today is Sunday. Jim's off all next week, so I will not know what day it is most days. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. I hope you will have a great day. And the sheep send smooches and thank yous.